Hi guys, this is Jessie Ray. I'm an aerial yoga teacher for Wild Roots Yoga. I'm also the owner of Wild Roots Yoga. I do have an aerial yoga warm-up video for you today. It's a great way to start your practice or start your day. It creates a little bit of heat in the body, a little bit of heat in the core, creates some hamstring flexibility, and also massages the spine a little bit. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. Namaste. We're going to begin laying on our back. You start with your eyes closed. Just resting here. Start to bring the awareness into the breathing. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill up your belly. And a deep exhale through your nose, closing off the back of your throat, adding a little bit of power here behind your exhale. Again, deep inhale through your nose. And deep exhale through your nose. 2 more like that. Good, and we're going to work to keep this breath work with us as we move. Let's go ahead, plant the feet close towards the hips. Make sure the feet are about hip distance. Arms are alongside the body, palms facing down. Press down through your feet, lift your hips, and you're going to set both feet into the fabric. So both feet are going to come into the loop, starting with both legs straight. You're going to move your arms out to the side, lift your hips up as high as you can, keeping the body strong, legs squeezing together, belly engaged. You're just going to begin to swing the legs side to side. We're going to swing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come back through center. Again, moving the arms in, palms facing down. We're going to release the right leg outside the fabric and take it just to a hover off the ground. Again, the body is staying strong. We're going to move with the breath here. So with the inhale, you're going to lift your hips, lift the right leg towards the sky. And exhale, you're going to slowly lower the leg back down to a hover off the mat. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This last one, we're going to lift and hold. So inhale, lift. You have an option to grab either behind the knee, at the ankle or the foot, and hug the leg into the chest. We're going to stay here for 5, 4, keep the hips lifted, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come into a spinal twist. So using your left hand, you can either grab the outer part of the knee or the foot. Right arm extends out to your side. You're going to take the leg across the body again. Keep the hips lifted and look out towards your right hand. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release. Place your right leg into the fabric. Arms again move alongside the body. This time we're going to externally rotate and flex the feet, keeping the glutes squeezed, keeping the legs engaged. We're going to inhale. And on the exhale, you're pressing your feet down into the fabric, squeezing your heels in, knees go out. Inhale, extend. Exhale for 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale for 3. Inhale, extend. Exhale for 4. Inhale, extend out and hold. Again, move the arms out to the sides. We're going to swing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back through center. This time releasing the left leg down just to a hover off the ground. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale for 2, 3, last one, go ahead and lift the leg and hold. Again, you can either stretch behind the knee, lift the hips as you hug the leg in, or grab a little bit lower on the leg. I'm stretching here into the hamstring for 5, 4, 3, 2. Once again, coming into that spinal twist. So the right hand's either gonna grab outer part of the knee or outer part of the foot. Left arm extends out to the side. You can go ahead, look to your left hand, and begin to take the left leg across the body. Again, keeping the legs engaged, belly drawing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release the foot. Again, go ahead, place the foot inside the fabric. Externally rotate here through the feet, turn the feet out. Lift the hips, inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 3. Inhale, exhale for 4. Good, go ahead, inhale, extend the leg. This time, point the toes. You're gonna lift the hips as high as you can, bend your knees, and move the fabric behind your knees. So you're creating a little hook here. You can squeeze the heels in towards the butt. And we're gonna go ahead and climb up the fabric so we can move on from some standing poses, okay? So here, squeezing the heels into the butt, engaging the belly. We're gonna do a little crunch here through the abdominals, reach up, grabbing a hold of the fabric, okay? From here, you're gonna reach your arms up a little bit higher and begin to pull yourself up, moving the fabric just underneath your hips. Coming to a seat. Okay, and coming to a standing. You want the fabric just behind you. Okay, feet are underneath your hips. You're gonna inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, look up to your thumbs. Take your hands to the center of the fabric, and on your exhale, extend your arms out to your side, flex the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades back, allow your hips to travel forward, look up. And with your exhale, you're just gonna go ahead, come into a forward fold, slide your hands on the fabric, compress your abs, you can draw your chest towards your sides. Inhale, halfway lift, press your palms into the fabric, create a flat back. Inhale, fold. Now staying here, we're just gonna go ahead, bend one knee, the other leg's gonna go straight. Releasing a little bit here into the back of the legs, into the hamstrings, and then just switching side to side. Again, straightening both legs, inhale, halfway lift. Now this time we're gonna extend the arms out to the side a little bit. Roll the shoulders forward so your arms reach back. And on your exhale, you're gonna lift your heels, bend your knees, allow your spine to round, so we're coming into a shoulder stretch. If you need a little deeper stretch here, you can begin to shift your weight forward more into your toes. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2. If you're taking your weight forward, you're gonna shift it back, straighten your legs, zip your belly in, chin into your chest, and on your inhale, you're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time, extending your arms on your way up. Good. Roll the shoulder blades again down the back, look up, deep inhale, and exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Go ahead, take the fabric behind you. You're gonna place it right underneath the shoulders, and go ahead, have a seat. So coming into a chair pose, okay? From here, extend your legs. You're gonna inhale, reach your arms back, palms connect over your head. And on your exhale, go ahead, interlace your fingers so you're supporting your head. Elbows just go out to the sides. You can turn your toes out. Take your weight back into the fabric, and you're just gonna alternate bending one knee at a time. So just gonna bend one knee, it's gonna allow yourself to swing, and then switch. And keep working side to side, allowing the chest to expand for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow yourself to come back through center. Taking your hands back to the fabric, you can sink the hips down. And we're gonna go ahead, cross the right ankle over the left knee, drop the knee down, and a few hip circles here. So you're gonna do a few one way. And don't worry, these are gonna feel super awkward, but they also feel really nice on the body. And reverse your direction. Good. And now you have an option here to either stay here with the leg, especially if the hip or the knee is really tight, or you can keep the foot flexed, slide the foot up into the hip crease, and work from there. If that's uncomfortable on the knee, hip, that's fine. You can slide it right back down to the knee. From here, you're gonna extend the left leg, lift the hips, keep pushing the right knee down, and if it's okay, stretch your arms back. You can bring your palms to touch, squeeze your arms towards one another so you can rest your head into your arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the fabric. Okay, so you want to make sure that you do this slow so you don't get a little rash here on your hand. So the elbows are going to move inside. You're going to pop the fabric off your shoulders and very slowly lower down as you flex into that foot. Good. Now, if when you slid down, this slid down and you want to keep it up, just take a moment and slide that back up. Okay, from here, sliding your wrists together, you're gonna push the fabric forward. Keep the left leg active, and so we're coming into a little bit of a shoulder stretch. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, slowly rise up. You're gonna extend your right leg. And we're gonna reach a little bit higher here on the fabric. So you're just gonna extend your arms fully, grabbing a little bit higher, and rotate your elbow creases towards your face. What that's gonna do, it's gonna roll your shoulder blades down the back. Holding on really strong, you're gonna take your weight back. With your inhale, press down to your feet, lift your hips, little back bend, release the head. Beautiful, and then go ahead, slowly release down. We're gonna do that one more time. It's gonna take us all the way up. So we inhale, lean back, exhale, lift. And then from here, bring your chin into your chest, and then start to walk towards the back edge of your mat, pulling yourself all the way up. And we'll go ahead and do this on the other side. So extend your arms, bring the fabric behind you, place it right underneath your shoulders, and go ahead and have a seat. It's gonna be the left leg this time. So go ahead, stack the left leg over the right knee, drop the knee down, and a few hip circles here. Reverse your direction. Good. Now ideally try to do the same thing again on the other side. If on the other side you flex the foot, bring it up, go ahead and do that on this side. Again, if that's uncomfortable in the knee or the hip, just stick with the first version. Go ahead, extend your right leg, lift your hips, push your left knee down, extend your arms back, squeeze your arms towards one another, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come back to the fabric. Okay, holding on, move the elbows inside, take it off your shoulders, flex the right foot, and allow yourself to slide down. Again, go really slow there. If you go too fast, you might give yourself a little burn onto your hands. Slide your wrists together, palms together. Inhale, lengthen the spine first, right leg is engaged, and then exhale, go ahead, press forward. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, rise up. Extending the left leg. Again, fully extend your arms, grabbing as high as you can on the fabric. Rotate elbow creases towards your face. Lean back, root down through your feet. Inhale, lift your hips, little back bend. Allow your chest to expand. And exhale, lower. So on the second side, we're gonna get out a little bit differently, so we'll pull us into a different sequence. So here, you're gonna reach up. And if this doesn't happen the first few times, it might take a little bit of practice. That's totally fine. If you need to do the first option of just walking back and getting yourself up, that's totally fine. So make sure you're right underneath your plumb line, so you're right under center of your fabric. You're gonna step your feet back, lift your hips. Okay, and again, you wanna reach your arms up as high as you can. Now you're gonna give yourself a little lift, bring your knees into your chest, and the fabric is gonna end up right over your hip bone. So you're gonna bring it like a belt. So I'm gonna inhale, lift the hips. On the exhale, I'm gonna give myself a little pull up, knees into the chest, and then allow yourself just to slide down so the fabric ends up right over your hips. From here, take your hands towards the ground, about shoulder distance, fingers spread wide. Think downward facing dog here, so you're just gonna press your chest back. Strong arms, legs squeezed together, release the head. Let's breathe here for 5. It's quite common for it to be very uncomfortable on the hips. It's okay, it's working to massage and release any tension there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna keep the legs squeezing together, keep the belly engaged, strong arms. Just begin to swing your legs side to side. Beautiful, bring yourself back through center. Now you're gonna push your toes towards the ground. So it's gonna be a hover off the ground. Release your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your back and push your hands towards the ground. And keep your head relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release your hands. You're gonna take your hands right underneath your shoulders, okay? So you have a nice straight line here. Again, fingers spread wide. From here, go ahead, gaze forward. If that's stressful on the neck, just keep looking down in between the thumbs. But if it's okay, you're gonna look forward, both legs go out. And then we're gonna take the legs around the fabric. So we're gonna take them around. And see if you can get the fabric just into the crease of your knees, toes come together. Find some height here, so press out of the shoulders, little back bend. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. If it's accessible, we'll come in a little bit deeper, so you're actually going to come onto the fingertips. It's be a nice strength here for fingertips, and I'll help you later when you're working on handstands. It's going to also give you a little bit more lift, so a little bit more of a back bend for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs back up to a straddle. Come back onto your palms. Just grab opposite elbows and give yourself a moment, just releasing the head. You can move side to side here if that feels good. And then drawing your belly in, you roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, taking your time.